Can you hear me now?
Yeah. How are you anyway? You okay?
Good, thank you.
Good.
Right. You can still hear me? Yeah. Cool. We're going to start lying down. So come to lie down on your back, any position that feels comfortable. Close the eyes or just focus the gaze onto one point. Make the adjustments that you need so that this feels comfortable. Just start to notice the breath, your natural breath. So if you have got a blocked nose this morning, obviously normally we breathe through the nose, but when the nose is blocked, you have to breathe through your mouth. Just notice the speed, the depth of the breath. Any qualities of your natural breath. We're going to start to gently deepen the breath. Again, if you have a cold or a cough and this aggravates the cough, then just breathe in a way that feels comfortable for you. And if lying down makes you want to cough, then just come up to sit. So we're starting to deepen the breath. You can rest one hand onto the belly, one hand onto the ribs, not with the elbows kind of up in the air, just let the elbows rest so the hands might be on more of the side of the body. And as you inhale, you feel that expansion in the belly and the ribs. And the exhale, everything contracts in. With the inhale, let the breath expand into all areas. And the exhale now, make it more active. So hug the belly in, lift the pelvic floor, squeeze the breath out. And we're going to take 5 rounds of breath like this, just working in the way that feels comfortable for you. Really focused awareness on each breath. And we'll make this the final round. So last deep inhale. And exhale. Let go of the breath. Take a moment to think about your intention for today, for this weekend, or something more specific. When nothing comes to mind, just think about why you've chosen to join the class this morning and use that as your focus. We'll take an inhale together. And send out your intentions with your next exhale. Now bring the knees in towards the chest. Give them a little squeeze. We'll go with any movement that feels good. Now bring your left foot onto the floor and extend the right foot up to the ceiling. Interlace around the right thigh. Take some ankle rolls. Just make them nice and slow. Spread out the toes. Change directions. And point and flex. And hold it in the flex position. So heel pressing up to the ceiling, toes drawing down towards the face. Work that leg towards straight, but just so that you can feel the stretch down the back of the leg. And you can hold it, or you might want to just gently pulse in and out a little bit. And then we're going to move into half happy baby. So bring that right knee towards your right armpit and hold on wherever is easily accessible this morning. So it might just be behind the knee or the shin or the outside edge of the foot. And the knees drawing down, the sole of the foot level to the ceiling. And feel that compression through the hip. Again, hold it or pulse in and out, bending and straightening through the leg. And the breath is smooth and easy. So just check in with the breath and make sure that you're not holding it. Now take it into figure 4, cross your right ankle over the left thigh. You'll press the right knee open, flex the right foot. You can hold it like this or thread the needle. Both hands around the back of the thigh or the shin if you have that space, and the left foot just dangling down by the bum. Squeeze the legs in towards you, so feeling the stretch now through the right hip. And the breath is still soft and easy. Release the hands. Bring your left foot down. The legs are still in the 4 shape. You can keep this shape. We're going to move into a twist. But if that feels awkward, just bring your thighs together. Bump the hips to the right just a little bit. And roll the legs off to the left. Left hand resting on your belly. Right hand reaching out to the right. Send some deep breaths into that right side from your right armpit to your right hip, into the belly, into the back, up into the shoulders and the chest. Now unravel the legs. Come back to center with the knees. Extend your left leg up to the ceiling. Interlace around the back of the left thigh. And take your ankle rolls. Switch direction. Point and flex. Hold it in the flex position. Still, or some movement. Half happy baby, left knee to left armpit. Grab on and pull it down. Stillness or bending and straightening the left leg. Figure 4, left ankle crossing the right thigh. Open the knee. Hold it here or thread through. Relax the shoulders and the face. A couple more deep breaths. Release the hands, bring your right foot down. Either keep the 4 shape with your legs or bring the thighs together for the twist. Move the hips to the left, roll the legs over to the right. Hand resting on the belly, left hand out to the left. Two more breaths. Bring the knees back to center and hug them in. Bring the hands behind your knees. And we're going to rock all the way up and over, coming into all fours. So all fours position. On your inhale, lift the gaze, lengthen the spine. And then the exhale, round into cat, chin to chest. Now continue with your cat-cow movements. See if you can make the movement nice and smooth. If it feels tight or stiff this morning, then slow it down. Move a bit more slowly, maybe hold the stretches. You want to feel the undulations from your tailbone to the crown of the head. And if you need any of the freestyle movements, go ahead. And slow this movement down. Come into a neutral spine. On your inhale, reach your right hand out to the right, all the way up to the ceiling, and hold it here. Really stretch open. So if you can lengthen your right side a bit more. On your next exhale, thread the needle. Right hand comes through. Right shoulder, right cheek presses down. And press the back of the right hand down. Press your left hand straight in front of your face, left elbow up, and then turn to your left. 2 breaths. And press into your left hand, reach the right hand all the way up to the sky. And place the right hand down. Switching sides, inhale the left hand out and up. Stretch up, hold it here. Exhale, thread the needle. Pressing the back of the left hand down, pressing the palm of the right hand down and turn to your right. On your next inhale, press into the right hand, reach your left hand high. And place the left hand down. Tuck the toes under and push back to downward facing dog. Make your adjustments here. And then be still in your down dog, pushing the mat away, heavying the heels back and down, a little bend in the knees. Take 3 breaths. So again, if you have a cold and this feels uncomfortable with the head hanging down, you might just come into an all fours position or take child's pose. On your next exhale, look forwards, step the feet to the hands. Take a halfway lift, hands onto the shins and lengthen the spine. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale, fold forwards. And let the head go. Give the head a shake out, yes and no. And take the feet to the edges of the mat for a squat. Start to sink the hips down. So you might come halfway down, you might come all the way down, or if you want to, you can perch on a block. Press the palms together. And bring the thumbs into the chest and the elbows press into the inner knees. And you can be still, or you might be swaying a little bit from side to side. Can everybody hear me okay? Yeah. Couple more breaths here. We're going to release into a standing forward fold. Head and hands down, lift the bum up. Heel toe the feet back towards each other. On your next inhale, rise all the way up to stand. Reach the hands up, a big stretch. Interlace the fingers at the top, flip the palms. Take an inhale here. Exhale, lean over to your right. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale to your left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Come back up, reach your fingers up, moving into Sun Salute A. On your next exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to a plank. Take an inhale here. On your exhale, lower down. Option to drop the knees down, come down onto your belly. Point the toes, forehead down. 3 baby cobras. Inhale to lift the chest and the hands. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift up, legs are strong. Exhale, lower. One more, inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale, push up through the knees or plank. Exhale, back to down dog. Take 3 breaths. Use your next exhale to look forwards. Step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, back to plank. Inhale to stay. Exhale to lower. Inhaling for cobra or up dog. Exhale, move back to down dog. For 3 breaths. Exhale to look forwards. Move to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, rise up, upward salute. Exhale, fold forwards. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale to your plank. Inhale here, be strong. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lengthen into your back bend. Exhale, shift back to down dog. 3 breaths. Use an exhale to look forward, step or hop to the top. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, rise up, reach up, press the palms. Hands to heart with your exhale. Close the eyes. Smooth out your breath, spread the breath out. And remember your intention. Blink the eyes open. Moving into figure 4 on the right. Lift your right knee up. Cross the right ankle over the left thigh. So just above the knee. It is the ankle just above the knee rather than the calf, if you can. You can stay here or you start to sink the hips down. Lean against the wall or hold on to the side if you need to. Hands in prayer or hands come onto the right leg. Maybe you can take your hands down onto the floor or blocks. We're here for a couple more breaths. We're looking again for that opening through the right hip. Bring your left hand onto your left hip. Hold on. Bring your right hand onto the right leg. So you might be holding on just below the knee. You might be holding on to the inside of the right foot. We're going to press into the left foot and come up to stand. So you could be here, right knee towards the right armpit, like half happy baby, or hand on the foot, still knee towards the armpit. Lean against the wall if you need to. Crown of the head lifts up. Left foot roots down. Just 2 more breaths. Releasing, right foot next to the left, hands to heart. Shake it out if you need to. Smooth out the breath. Moving into figure 4 on the left. Slow, mindful movements. Peel the left foot up. Cross the left ankle over the right thigh. Hold it here or start to sit down. So the hands are pressing together. The thumbs are drawing in towards the breastbone. You sink the hips down, keeping that length through both sides. Switch your hand position if you like. One more breath. Right hand comes onto the right hip. Left hand comes onto the left leg or foot. Press down to lift up. Find your variation. Lift the chest, lift the crown of the head, and the gaze just on one point. 2 more breaths. Now release, left foot next to the right, hands by the sides, Tadasana. Close the eyes, smooth out your breath. And blink the eyes open. Either big toes touching or feet hip width. Inhale, reach your hands up. Exhale, chair pose, sit down. 2 breaths here. We use an exhale to fold forwards. Step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, knee towards the nose and step the right foot forwards. Drop the back knee down. Bring your right hand inside the right foot and then wriggle the right foot out to the right side of your mat. Either hands on your mat or on your block or blocks. Sinking the hips down, lifting the chest up. 2 breaths. And pull back to half splits. Shift the hips above the back knee. Flex the front foot. Toes point up. So you don't want to be pointing the toes. You want to be flexing the foot with the toes pointing up to the ceiling. And if that's strong on the back of the right leg, bend your knee. And inhale to lengthen out of the waist. And the exhale to tilt forwards. And come back into your low lunge. Bending the right knee, sinking the hips down. And tuck the back toes, lift the back knee up. Drop the back heel down for warrior 2. We've got warrior 2 legs. Back foot flat on the mat, right foot facing forwards. And then we're going to walk the hands over towards the top left corner of the mat for a down dog, warrior 2. Stretch your hands away from you, look back towards your back foot. Again, hands are either on the floor or on your blocks. I like using the blocks. Just 2 breaths here, sink the hips into it. That right leg is singing, use your left leg to support you. We'll walk the hands back in. We're going to lift up into warrior two. Ease off on the front leg if you need to. Sink back down into warrior two. Relax the shoulders, make it a little bit easier for yourself, whatever that means for you. Now straighten the front leg, moving into triangle. Shorten your stance if you need to. Reach forwards and then place the right hand down without losing that length through the right side. Left hand reaches up. Right hand down, left hand up. Little bends in the knees so you're not locking the joints. Feel an inhale to puff up your chest, lengthen. And the exhale to open the left armpit up. Very little weight on this right hand. 2 breaths here. On your inhale, press into the feet and rise up. Hands come onto the hips. Parallel your feet. Inhale to look up, open the chest. Exhale to fold forward, Prasarita. Bring your hands down. Let the head go. So your choice here, if you want to be still, or if you want to sway a little bit, shake out the head, bend and straighten through the legs. Two more breaths. On your inhale, come up halfway, hands under the shoulders, long spine. Walk your hands round to the top of the mat and pivot your feet. Kick back to your 3-legged dog. The right leg lifts up and back. Now, either right leg stays lifted or you drop your right foot down onto the mat. Either stay in down dog or will flow through. This is optional. Inhale to a plank. Exhale to lower down. Inhale for cobra or up dog, point your toes. Exhale, we meet in down dog for 2 breaths. And we'll move on to the second side. Inhale lifts the left leg up. Exhale to step the left foot through. Drop the back knee down. Left hand inside the left foot moves out to the left. Either hands on the mat or hands on your block. Hold it here in this runner's lunge. Couple of breaths. And we pull back to half splits. Flexing the front foot, you might need to wriggle that heel forwards or backwards a little bit. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Two more breaths. Rock forwards into your lunge. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Drop the back heel down. You've got warrior 2 legs. Walk your hands up past towards the top right corner of your mat for a down dog. Warrior 2. So the top half of the body, the arms and the torso are like down dog. Nice straight arms stretching forwards. Bum sticking out behind you. Sink the hips low into that warrior position. Good, looking good. Walk your hands back in. Rising up to warrior 2. Oops. Make any adjustments that you need. And then soften, notice where you hold the tension and see if you can let that release. And straighten the front leg. Adjust the feet as you need to for triangles. Start to reach forwards. Left hand down, right hand reaches up and twist to your right. Really strong legs here. Pelvic floor lifting, the core is engaged. 2 more breaths. Inhale to rise up. The option to interlace your fingers behind your back and parallel the feet. Inhale to lift. Exhale to fold. The bend in the knees is really useful here. Nice bent knees, let the head go. Lift the knuckles up. If shoulders are tight, the hands can just rest on your lower back. Otherwise, knuckles lift up. Maybe they start to come overhead. Feel the weight through the feet, from the heels to your toes. Maybe you straighten the legs a little bit. Give the head a shake out. Relax the neck and the shoulders. One more breath. Release the hands down. Inhale, halfway lift. Walk the hands around to the top of the mat. And kick back to your 3-legged dog. The left leg lifts up and back. Keep the left leg lifted or drop the left foot down. Stay in your down dog or move through the flow. Inhale to a plank. Exhale to lower down. Inhale for cobra or up dog. Exhale, shift back to down dog. Close your eyes. Take an inhale through the nose. And exhale out through the mouth. On your next exhale, look forwards and step through to seated. Extend the legs out in front. Again, a little bend in the knees, the feet are flexed. Inhale to sit tall. Exhale to hinge forwards. Seated forward fold. Look down towards your shins. You've got 5 breaths here. Inhale to lift up. Bend the right knee. Let that knee roll out to the right. Janu Shirshasana. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to lean forwards. Look down towards your shin so the neck is neutral. 5 breaths. Inhale to lift up. Bring the right knee up. Extend the right leg forward. Bend your left knee. Switch sides. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold in. 5 breaths. Relax the arms and the shoulders. Inhale to sit tall. Bend both of the knees, plant the feet for reverse tabletop. The knees bent, hands roughly a foot behind you, either fingers turning out or towards you. Press down, lift the hips up. Either gaze towards your knees or up towards the ceiling. So make sure that you can feel the whole of your footprint pressing down, not just the heels or the toes, and the whole of the handprint. Keep pressing down. We're here for 5 more breaths. Lift the hips up, 3 more breaths. One more, keep lifting up, press down, and then release. Bring the knees in. Either stay on your tiptoes or move into Navasana. From here, we're going to lower down. So if your feet are on the floor, you're going to reverse crunch and come down. Or Navasana to Ardha Navasana, stretch it out. Hover a little bit, maybe pulse if you want to challenge yourself. And then we'll come all the way down. Bring the knees in. Give them a squeeze. The soles of the feet together and the knees open wide. One hand resting on the belly, one hand on the heart. If this position of the legs doesn't work for you, you can just knock the knees together. Take an inhale through the nose, big inhale. A long, slow exhale through the mouth. And let the body start to melt into the mat, the back of the head. Let the shoulders relax, feel that open across the chest. The openness through the torso, the pelvis and the back heavy onto the mat. And just check that you're not overarching through the back. And the backs of the arms resting heavy. And the outside edges of the feet in contact with the mat, the knees allowed to open wide. And feel free to stay in this position for the last few minutes, while we straighten the legs towards the edges of the mat for Shavasana. Hands can either rest on the torso or bring the arms down by the sides. Let the body be still, the breath soft. And the mind disconnect. We're just here for a minute or so. I will let you know when it's time to come out of the practice. Always welcome to stay a while longer if you have the time. If you're ready to come out of the practice, start to deepen the breath. Make the movements through your fingers and toes, anything else that comes naturally. And bring the knees in, roll to one side and make your way up to sit. Bring the hands into prayer in front of the heart. Find the stillness in your seat. Take a moment to feel the practice in the body, in the breath, in the mind. And take the thumbs to the third eye and remember your intention. Take that with you today. Use it when you need to. If something new comes, then use that. And you bow the head to the heart to seal the practice. Namaste. Thank you, everybody, for being here this morning. And